Once again, welcome back, sports fans. This is Terrell Davis with VexPlusSports.com, and we are about to wrap this up. We got like 7 more picks, and we are out for the night. Right now, it is Tampa is on the clock, and they have the pick is in, right?
Yeah, the pick is in. We're waiting.
Okay, we just wait.
While we was away, uh, the Green Bay Packers went with a offensive tackle, Jordan Morgan from Arizona, give some protection and for Jordan Love there in Green Bay. So now we're waiting for the pick to come in for the Buccaneers, which the Bucks they done pretty decent. They went to the playoffs this past year. It was with Baker Mayfield, so they'll need to fill a couple holes here and there. I would say mainly on the defensive side. Now, offense, I think they're pretty decent. I mean, you got good receivers.
Yeah, they kept Goodwin and Evans.
Evans, so you got those two. That's two dual threats right there at the receiver spot. So I'd look for them to go defense because they got a lot of holes to fill on that defensive side.
Question. We was talking the other day, and I came and when we came, we was talking about our how we was gonna do our own like MVP award and things like that. Um, I forgot what I called that award, and it was something good. And I don't know what the hell it was.
I can't recall right now. It'll come to me later. If you would have asked me, I could have told you. So we're still waiting here for on this pick. See. You don't think those Cowboys will trade again, will they?
No, they better. I'm just like 29, unless they your Chiefs move up 3 more spots.
And I figured if the Chiefs ain't moved up yet, now I doubt they will. Unless they try to. Now they could try to jump in front of Buffalo there. Try to trade with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but it's taking Tampa a long time for they already said the pick is in. But they meant the trade is in or something, or I don't know.
Will. So what do you think of how the first round went so far?
First round is when I want to say it was a pretty good. The quarterbacks that we thought were going to go, they most of them went exactly where we said they were going. Um, I thought there would have been more receivers in this. We had some receivers, but like I said, I'm waiting for Jerry Rice's son to get drafted, and he's just further down on the rankings. But I did not expect this many linemen to be picked. I thought some linebackers. We have not had not one linebacker, not one running back.
Mm-mm.
So I'm like,
And that
nobody's drafted centers.
right now, one just came in from the Tampa Bay, a center from Duke, Graham Barton.
On key, just where I was. On key.
So he came and he got the first center. You so far in the draft, 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers so far drafted.
Right.
So, for the Chiefs, it's looking pretty good that we're going to get a good receiver coming at that 32nd pick if they choose to go that route.
Now, what if they get Jerry Rice's son? You get a Rice to replace Rice.
Yeah. The pick is in, so now we're just waiting to see who the
Oh, for the
Cardinals
Cardinals?
who the Cardinals are going to go with. And the thing is with the Cardinals, they've already picked a receiver. So
Right.
would you think they would go defense? Because that's what they got a running back on there as one of their needs, but the rest of it's defense.
Yeah, I would go defense because you're gonna have a you probably have a mountain to pick from in running backs. There's like running backs all over the place.
There it is, edge. Darius Robinson from Missouri. So they got their defensive player. They get an edge rusher, get somebody to get back there to the quarterback. And
Right.
now, here we go with the Bills. We know who the Bills are going to take.
Now them, I'm expecting them to go defense.
You don't
Their
think they'll go
secondary,
receiver? You don't think they'll go receiver?
they need to go. That's the thing. If they go receiver, they're beefing up their offense again, trying to replace the two that they lost. But the problem to me is going to be their defense. Defense wins games, and I mean, like, their secondary, they lost their starting secondary. Every last one, they let all of them go. And my thing is, did they let them all go because they knew that they had faith in their backups? Is that what it was, or
Let's see. I mean, they can go defense. If they go defense, their next pick in the second round is pick 28 of the second round. So they could pick up maybe a receiver there that could help out. I mean, like I said, that list is long for the receivers in this draft. The Bills are just in a bad spot. They're just in a bad spot. I mean, they need so many defensive players, two receivers. I don't see them contending this year in that division with Miami and the Jets. I don't. They got too many players too many pieces to plug in to the puzzle to be able to contend. So after these Bills on the clock is your Cowboys.
hopefully? I mean, they couldn't figure it out the first 10 minutes. Maybe they got to figure it out this 10 minutes.
I was excited to see who they were going to pick, and then they traded on them.
Yeah, because it was one of those, like I said, I was going to be happy or I was going to be sad. And I was more confused. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean when they traded back. So you think they're going to go defense? Cowboys.
I want to say the Bills is going defense.
What about the Cowboys?
Cowboys, like I said, when you said their needs, they had first up their wide receiver, and what's his name is not going to camp. He's sitting out. CeeDee Lamb is sitting out. They still have Brandon Cooks. They let Joey I was about to say Joey Galloway. It's Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup, yeah, he's at Pittsburgh right now.
Pittsburgh, like I said, they done some moves during free agent. They're going to be interesting to watch. They still counting down. The Bills are trying to decide that receiver defense.
I know. Going back to what we said about Sean McDermott, he was a defensive back, so he's probably thinking wide receiver right now.
I'd say he probably is. And you think too, man. I mean, they done trade. I mean, oh, looky here. They traded with the Chiefs.
I told you.
The Chiefs.
Wait, that's Buffalo traded with
Yeah.
the Chiefs.
Yeah. Surely, I bet you they traded back to the 32 pick. As soon as this gets updated, we are on the clock. The Chiefs are on the clock.
Now that was the thing. They were supposed to you wanted them to trade up so they can jump ahead of Buffalo.
But
But
Buffalo
they traded
traded.
with Buffalo.
Man, it's like the Bills are throwing in a white towel for next year.
Yeah.
I mean, you get rid of your two receivers, your secondary, you traded them off, and then the ones you're going to be competing against, the Chiefs, you trade back with them. I'm saying we're going receiver. The pick is in, so we're getting ready to find out who the Chiefs are going to get. That's shocking.
Wow, I know.
I mean,
And put Buffalo in the Buffalo say, look, we're gonna take the last one tonight. We'll see what y'all get with y'all Eagles.
the only reason the Chiefs would trade up is to take a player away from one of these three teams here. Dallas, Ravens, or the 49ers. Because you're
Well,
here.
Dallas and the 49ers ain't in the division, so they're trying to probably buck the Ravens.
But that was shocking, really. I didn't see that coming. I mean,
I didn't see that.
you're down to the last few picks of the draft, and I mean, they just moved up 4 spots to pick probably a receiver. I'm hoping for a receiver anyway. We need one, another one. And see, they did that. The Chiefs are known for doing that in the first round, trading up to try to get the players they need. Most of the time, though, it's for the defense on the defense side,
Right.
which they may do that again because the defensive front wasn't deep in this draft, so they may go with another defensive tackle, and then in the second round go with the receiver. Because that was shocking there to see the Chiefs right there with these last few. I mean, because I don't know who they'll be jumping in front of to try to get. Because the Ravens has got a linebacker, offensive tackle, edge, receiver, and safety on their needs. 49ers, which is in the NFC, is cornerback, offensive tackle, linebacker, receiver, linebacker.
Okay, but now that could be something that they're trying to bug Dallas and San Fran for because both of them have on their list wide receiver. Yeah,
That could. I mean, both
Ravens had linebacker,
and they got a receiver. They got a receiver on there too.
Oh, okay.
So you got the Ravens with the need for receiver. They got the 49ers with the need for receiver, and then Dallas. I mean, Dallas is on their receiver, so that could be the reason why they jumped up there. But we'll just see. We'll just see how it pans out. I'm hoping for receiver.
And it said the pick was in, but they take forever for the pick to be in.
So we're going to get ready to round it up with after the Chiefs pick comes in. We got Dallas, the Ravens, the 49ers, and then the Bills. That's if there's no more trading going on. Oh, we were talking about the 49ers, how they got in trouble.
Yeah.
They got penalized this year. Well, I was reading a scene there, I think it was through ESPN, they got penalized for next year too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll also drop back in the draft that year too.
Yeah. So, because I think it's for the 4th and 5th round.
And it still don't seem like it. The only difference is it would have really been beneficial to the 49ers if they won that Super Bowl. But they got to the Super Bowl, they just didn't pull it off.
No, they didn't. And I was talking with, with some guys we work with, and I even told my dad. I said, when that Super Bowl started, I said the key thing with that Super Bowl, if Chiefs were going to win, was to stop McCaffrey. You had to stop him, and they contained him.
Right.
He got most of his yardage the second half. So they contained him the first half to keep him in the game, and did what they had to do. So looky there, receiver Xavier Worthy from Texas.
Texas, yeah, you did say.
Yep, that was the two that they were mentioning. If they could get, and that's where they went, was receiver. Now later on, and in these other drafts, maybe they can pick up Luke McCaffrey.
Here's my thing. Why would you but I don't get why they traded up so far to get. They don't think he was going to be there in what, 5 more spots.
Unless they thought he was going to go either to the Ravens or the 49ers. That's probably why.
Now it could be because Ayuk wants out of San Fran.
I'll see one out now.
Yeah, he won out. It's just that San Fran is not trading.
No, they said they weren't going to get rid of him. They said they were going to keep him and everything, and it's showing Dallas's pick is in. So we'll just wait on it. See what defensive player they take. Maybe they can get another Michael Parsons for that defense. What do you think?
That would be nice because, well, they got. I don't know how that Kendricks dude is going to fan out. You know, San Fran, one of them is just like, oh, no, y'all want him, so let's take him. They did that with Deion Sanders.
Yeah, they did. They did. So we're. And the Ravens. I'd say the Ravens probably go as fair as I'd say they'll probably go defense. I could be wrong. They may go receiver.
We have not seen a linebacker drafted yet.
No, we haven't. And then it's looking like you may not.
Yep. Or Jerry Jones wants to be a butthead and take Jerry and try to set it.
Well,
the pick is in, we're waiting. The pick is in, we're just waiting. Waiting for this pick. It's picking. I don't know why they take so long just to tell us who they getting. And then on Saturday, when it's the last day of the draft, they're going to be every 30 seconds, you're going to have another person in. So it's just on the clock. They have to pick us in. And we'll know who they got.
I'd say this 49ers. I mean, I know they got a receiver on there. Most of their stuff is defense, linebacker, inside out linebacker, and then a cornerback.
You would think they're going to replace Chase Young.
There you
they
go.
Did all that for, Okay, we get
Offensive tackle. Oklahoma, Guyton, and he's a good fit there.
I can live with that.
He's a good blocker from Oklahoma. He's a big guy, so you got some blocking for Dak.
Yeah, we lost Tyron Smith, so his replacement right there.
So that'll. Did that surprise you?
No, it's just like what I was saying earlier. There's so many offensive linemen got drafted as what's called. Drafting offensive linemen to me is boring. It is the safe way to go. It does give you a quarterback some protection, but I was looking for.
Well, you look at it this way, maybe these teams are tired of paying all that high end money for these key players. It's like we'll go lime and get some protection, and then
Right.
get our playmakers in second round, third round.
True. Because right about now, they don't. This league does not pay. I think with Dallas, their highest paid lineman was Zach Martin and Tyler Biadasz, who was their center, which they need to replace because he's now on the Commanders.
Well, now this pick is in. We're waiting on it. Then only thing you're going to have left now for round one is the 49ers at 31 and the Bills at 32.
I'm really interested in that Bills one because I was like, we was beating them like, you going wide receiver? Or you going to replace some of them secondary?
Well,
Maybe they don't even know.
with the Bills trading Diggs, that had to free up a bunch of money.
Yeah, it did. I would say that.
So I still don't know why they traded back.
And trade back because we don't know who we're gonna pick. We don't know who we draft.
So you think second round, the Dallas will probably go for a running back now? For defense.
Probably they still need to. My thing with Dallas was, so I'm worried about Stephen Lamb. I think he's gonna get his money. I think they're gonna give him his money. But my thing is, we need to go running back because, like I said, we got Deuce Vaughn and Rico Dowdle, and I see them as third down backs, not your guy. They're not going to be able to carry the load, not as primary, the main gun. No.
And another, seeing those 49ers, see who they go with.
Yeah.
Which will probably be defense. I would say defense because now for the receiver lineup for this draft wasn't so deep. They may go with a receiver with the needs that they have right now, or they got on defense. Say they may go defense, or they may go offensive line.
You know what? Talking about with them going defense, this might be the first linebacker we see that goes. Because keep in mind, they was trying to get that linebacker in Dallas stuff.
Yep, that's right.
This might be the first linebacker we see go.
Could be. So, them Ravens wings must be clipped. They're taking forever. So, with Ravens, you think the Ravens will have a good season they did last year?
I think Ravens messed up. I think their year was last year also.
All right, so here we go. They Ravens went with cornerback Nate Wiggins from Clemson. So they went to the defensive side to get some help in their secondary, which was probably smart. They needed probably some help there. So now we're down to the last two picks with the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills, and which I'd say the 49ers already know who they're going to go with.
I'm thinking it's going to be a defensive pick. They're either going to get that linebacker they was looking for, or they need to replace. They're going to go ahead and get a replacement for Chase Young. Which my thing is, because I was like thinking when the Commanders gave him up, I was like, what are you doing? But they probably knew that they wouldn't. His contract was up. They weren't going to be able to re-sign him, so they traded him off. To free up that cap, so they don't have to worry about him. The problem, like, it's San Fran's problem now. He went there. He did what he needed to do in San Fran. He helped them get to that Super Bowl. They just didn't pull it off. It's just like, so then he went for the money. And then the Saints found out, he had neck surgery needed.
I think he came out ahead on that deal.
Yeah.
Well, 49ers are taking their time on the picks. So. Unless they're going to have another trade or something. I will say I'm happy with the pick that they got from the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy. That's two of the receivers they mentioned they could get at the number 32 spot, which I didn't think either one of them would fall to 32. Which I think the other guy, Mitchell, the other receivers that they were talking about from Texas was who they were talking about, but he's still on the board.
Right.
He is. Yeah, right there he is, right there. So they took Adonai. They let Adonai Mitchell. They mentioned about him, the Chiefs drafting him, but they let him go and they picked up Xavier Worthy.
Now, depending on where they are in the second round and how far he might fall, they still might get him.
Well, we're at in the second round. We're at pick 32 of the second round. Of that round, I'd be pick 64 of the draft. Unless they trade up, I don't know. I don't know if he fall that far.
He might not. So we're still waiting for the pick to come in.
You think that's a little bit shocking. You think they'd have done a pick by now? Had that pick in,
I know.
sitting there. You know who you're wanting to go for, and well, maybe here's the thing. Maybe the Chiefs jumping in front of him, taking that receiver through a little thinking something.
Could have been. They probably had him on the board, and now he's not on the board, so now they're going to go back to rethinking things.
But we're not up there. You think you have like a plan A, plan B, and maybe a plan C. All right, we're going to go for this player if he's there, and if he's not, then we'll go this one. And if that one's not there, then we'll go this third off.
Yeah, think about like when we was in the military, we used to play cards and everything. As soon as you seen the first set come out, like it's coming diamonds, we already had our cards sitting right there on the table waiting.
Oh yeah,
waiting for our turn.
That's it.
And when we came, just flip it over and throw it in there.
Yep. Yeah, he did. But you think it would be the same thing with this draft? But it's maybe a trade. What do you say?
Maybe they are trying to trade it.
And it says pick is in, so. It'll be exciting tomorrow to see where these other receivers go and
Right.
see who Dallas or Cowboys get and see what addition the Chiefs get. So they got a receiver. I'd say they'll mark that off and then they'll start working on their their defense because we need a corner since we got rid of Reed.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were just gonna go with a corner.
I mean, not Reed. They got rid of Snead.
Snead.
Snead. They kept Reed. So they'll have a corner of the field, and then they some other spots.
Kind of thing that they need to get rid of one of them dudes. Their names rhyme. They were just like Snead Reed, like you just get confused. One of them had to go.
Now, man, I think it had already been in by now.
I thought it would. I'm hoping they making me seem like I know what I'm talking about by either going with a defensive end to replace Chase Young or the linebacker. Because right now it looks like people say, you know what, whatever he says, we're going to do the opposite.
They went with receiver Ricky Pearsall.
Okay. So they went for a receiver. So KC already knew that they was going to go for a receiver. And, actually, that's what I said in the beginning because remember I said Ayuk ain't happy. He wants out.
Yeah. My thing is, look at them. Let me get over here. Okay, well, let's do this. Let me just scroll up here. See, I mean, you had Mitchell. He could have got. I mean, there were some couple other receivers, but they went with him, Purcell.
Where's he out of?
He is Florida receiver. Oh, looky here. The Panthers jump up in there. 32.
Buffalo know who they picking.
Buffalo throwing in the towel. What are they doing?
And the Panthers proved us wrong. It was all that talk when we said, who can they use the first round draft more was either them or Cleveland, and they still got a first round pick.
So now, Buffalo ends up being the one
without the
first round pick now.
And that is crazy, knowing that you lost both your starting wide receivers and all your secondary.
The Bills, I'm going to say it now, the Bills will not be in the playoffs this coming year.
It's a rebuild year. Rebuild.
So now the Panthers are on the clock. See who they pick. They got receiver, tight end, corner, edge, and a defensive tackle. Running back, center. They got all kinds of holes to fill.
Like we was talking about, they need to work on that line for Bryce Young. So it's going to be another offensive lineman. Another one, when I say boring pick, yeah, it's going to be another offensive lineman.
On the picks in, we're just waiting. And this will finish it up with our first round once it comes in. And this has been fun and exciting watching this first round come through.
Yes, it was.
And we'll see who they get. They've
got surprises.
Yes, there is all kinds of surprises. Who would have thought the Chiefs, I mean, they're in the last couple rounds, move up when they didn't move up earlier. But.
Mm-hmm. And who would have thought Carolina started off with the #1 pick, traded it off, didn't have a pick, come to get the last pick.
In the first round. And they didn't have one. So, let's see what they see now they got in the second round. They had 2 picks in the second round, if I'm not mistaken. Panthers did.
Right.
Now their next pick will be round 2, pick 7. So they probably traded one of those other picks in the second round to the Bills.
Yep. Well, while we're waiting there for this last pick to come on in, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. We normally say during our show, if you are feeling, especially for our vets, and this doesn't go with just the vets, if you are feeling that it is time that you're going to have to give it up and it's not worth living, dial 988. That is our Veterans Crisis Line. We do normally say it on our show during the. It's always been just on audio, but now we're doing video today on this special occasion. But remember 988, which is our Veterans Crisis Line. If you're feeling like you need to talk to somebody, you talk to your battle buddy, call the line, get yourself some help.
Exactly. Always check on your battle buddy, and there's always somebody there to talk to you. Give them a call, 988, and just keep in contact with each other. If you see any behavior that's unusual for your battle buddies, and when you're around them, just keep an eye on them. Talk to them, help them out.
Now, did that thing say the pick was in? We're just waiting?
Yeah, just waiting. It said the pick was in, waiting.
Let's see if they went line, just like I said.
There it is, right there. Receiver, Xavier Leggett. There's the last pick. They went receiver, which they that was their number one need on their what they was wanting to go from, and he played for South Carolina. So there you go. There's the last pick of round 1, 32 pick goes to the Carolina Panthers, who traded up to the Bills. And the Bills traded back to 32 to the with the Chiefs to 28. So that rounds up round 1 of this NFL draft. So there we have it there, Terrell.
All right, and with that, we'll be signing off. We done already put in our, remember, 988.
That's right,
Veterans
988.
Crisis Line.
If you need to talk to anybody. So y'all stay safe until next time.
And before we go off, I also want to give a shout out for my wife for producing the show tonight, which is Andrea TLC.
Yes,
That's
thank
her
you so
podcast,
much.
Andrea TLC.
We appreciate her helping out, and we thank you so much.
All right, and good night, folks.
Good night.